Now in Russia actively flow modernization processes. It needs much time, but the main decisions have been already made and many projects have been already started. President Dmitry Medvedev emphasizes on the fact that Russia realizes the main aims of its development and changes as for itself, so for the whole world. Providing auspicious conditions for foreign investors is of governmental importance. Governor of the Chelyabinsk region Mikhail Yurevich controls this problem personally. Our region differs and will differ even more with force of the law, respect to investors and manufacturers, to their needs and expectations. We do understand that well-being of our each citizen depends on their prosperity. For reaching that goal, government of the Chelyabinsk region has worked out a precise program that introduces valuable suggestions instead of general phrases. The Chelyabinsk region is a great industrial Russian district and place of intersection of many trade interests. It is situated in the South Urals on the border between Europe and Asia. The population of the region is over 3.5 million people. Investments from more than 55 countries have been drawn to the region. In the last 10 years, the investments volume has increased 14 times more. Our region is aimed to draw more investments. We have a special law base. Our government has approved a program of development of the region till 2020, where investors can find the most priority directions for the region. Also, the scheme of territorial partition was created, where we can see what kind of natural resources we have and where they are situated. In addition, we've created an investment catalogue to show territories available for creating new enterprises. The Chelyabinsk region is a region with diversified economy that has renewed the USSR industrial heritage for more than 50%. Powerful metallurgical branch, machinery, instrument making, equipment making, production of building materials, production of foodstuff. The greatest companies are known worldwide. Chelyabinsk and Magnitogorsk integrated iron and steel plants, the Chelyabinsk pipe rolling plant, the Kyshtym copper electrolyte plant, Satka Works Magnezit, Mias Motor Car Factory Ural, Factory Farm Enterprise Makfa, Food Industry Center Ariant. Annually grows the part of small-scale and middle-scale business in gross domestic product of the region, and now it is 15% of the whole. Structure of gross domestic product of the region: 39.2% manufacturing activity, 14.7% wholesale and retail, 7.2% construction activity. Today, we may witness the birth of new kinds of production, so-called white metallurgy. It is height 2039, which started on Chelyabinsk pipe rolling plant. Volume of investments to that project makes up 20 billion rubles. Asha Iron and Steel Works started new steel melting and rolling production with investments volume of 8 million rubles. These achievements will be supported by machinery and defense industry plants and by scientific organizations. Chelyabinsk region is a monopolist in Russia in mining and reprocessing graphite, magnesite, talc, dolomite, white marble. There are more than 30 deposits of iron and copper zinc ores. more than 40 deposits of gold ores in the region. Economic map of the Chelyabinsk region renews all the time, mainly because of the investments. In the last years, more than 300 enterprises and productions were opened in the South Urals. Projects of different kinds were realized from the ground: American Cabo Ceramics, German Henkel and Metro Cash and Carry, English Rexam, Austrian Omia. Other companies enlarged their presence on the regional market: French Lafarge, Finnish Fortum, American Emerson, German Knauf Gibbs. More than 120 companies were created with support of foreign investments. Here are the offices of the largest European and Russian banks. Investments follow the roads. This truth was proved many times. For the Chelyabinsk region, road network building and reconstruction is a strategic direction of development. Road network of the region is 19,000 kilometers long. All roads under regional authorities have hard coating. Across the territory of the region run the federal highways M5 Urals, M51 Baikal, M36 Kazakhstan. In radius of 40 kilometers around Chelyabinsk, the program of creating agglomeration with a high-speed and comfortable road network is being realized. Currently, great reconstruction of local roads and highways takes place. Today, all cities and towns of the Chelyabinsk region are connected with railroads of high capacity. The airport of Chelyabinsk has international status and is open for international airlines. Authorities of the region are willing to confirm its status with a plan of reconstruction. From the speech of the Russian Federation President made on the St. Petersburg Economic Forum. Modernization will be conducted primarily by private businesses and only in the presence of competition. And the role of government to create for Russian and foreign entrepreneurs favorable business climate as well as a fair competitive environment. We do understand that international competition is a crucial incentive for our modernization. In greenhouse conditions, nothing serious will grow. Therefore, we want competition and are ready for it. It's important to pay special attention to long-term investments. Today, this formula clarifies relations between the Chelyabinsk region authorities and business community. The base for dialogue is openness and conditions clear for all. According to one of the governor's instructions, a catalogue of grounds ready for the new projects was prepared. This list will be continuously renewed and extended. It's available for all potential investors. These grounds have different square, situated not far from railroads or highways. The regional budget will pay for building of all necessary communications. Investors will have the opportunity to use empty industrial grounds as well. Today, large part of the potential industrial grounds remains empty. Though new projects where our people could apply their energy could be created. We are ready to lay out money from the local budget to build infrastructure around the new industrial object. It's a world practice. Many regions can't afford this. We already have good infrastructure, wide railroads networks, good gas and power supply networks. It is very important. Each investment project is supported by authorities. This provides defense from different exaggerations on coordinate stage, groundless disagreements, delays. Special attention is paid to the scientific intensive projects in agricultural and industrial branches. They will be treated on the individual base.
We
have already worked out one-window system when investor comes to the council of experts from control and supervision departments. Investor presents the project and all the experts have the opportunity to ask the questions. This allows to improve all the documents at once. We also invite monopolists. We have agreements with Gazprom, Chelyabinsergo, railroad company, which help us to solve any questions efficiently and in time. All the large Russian communication companies of different standards, GSM, CDMA, many internet providers operate in the South Urals. Investors may use supercomputers of the region. The Chelyabinsk region is also recognized as leader in grid technologies in the Ural Federal District. Within the last 10 years, the share of innovation goods in the local gross domestic production of the Chelyabinsk region has increased up to 10% and became larger than any region of the federal level. The Chelyabinsk region has a great educational potential that allows authorities to solve investments problems. 28 institutes of higher education and more than 170 elemental and vocational education institutions that prepare specialists technically qualified. More than 80% of population live in the cities. These are people ready for high intelligence labor, ready to learn again new skills if there are conditions for that. Our potential is our educational institutions and resource centers in vocational education institutions, which are always ready to teach people again according to the investor's order. The greatest institute of higher education, the South Ural State University, is the only in the Urals that got the status of National Research and Development Center. On its base will be worked out and implemented new technologies. There are also the plans of creating up-to-date technopark. In the region was created a network of resource centers of occupational training and staff retraining. It gives the mobility in order to implement the educational needs of different sectors of the economy. The Chelyabinsk region has the reputation of a stable and quiet region. Social infrastructure is well developed. 1,000 of secondary schools, 6,000 sport objects, cultural institutions, infant schools and medical institutions. Special attention is paid to accomplishment of the settlements, maintenance of cleanliness and order, development of reliable power and central heating supply systems.
В области здоровая атмосфера политическая.
Political atmosphere in the region is healthy, stable. There are no political shocks, and as business likes lawfulness and calmness, it grows in the region rapidly. The South Urals has a great tourist and recreation potential. It gives people the opportunity to have deserved rest. The image of the regional center, Chelyabinsk, is changing very quickly. Here are large business and trade centers. Alongside with monumental sculpture works of art of the Soviet period appear modern compositions. Rapidly develops industry of hospitality. Here are hotels of the world-known networks, restaurants, bars, entertainment centers. This infrastructure gives the city not only taxes, it enhances prestige of the city in the world. In 2012, Chelyabinsk will become a place where the European Judo Championship will be held. The Chelyabinsk region is open for the investments and technologies, for partnership and cooperation. We are willing to work and ready for joint projects.